So, I think I'll start with the entrepreneur side first. The first and foremost and most important as attribute, if you will, or attitude is you have to be comfortable taking risk, right? And you have to combine that with, like I said, a BHAG, like a really big, very audacious goal. Right? You're ambitious, you want to change the world in some way, shape, or form, and you're comfortable taking risks. Because guess what? You're going to be taking risks on ideas that you have. Should I back it or not? I have only finite amount of capital and runway in the company. I'm going to bet the farm and take the company in this direction. If it's right, awesome. If it's wrong, your company could be dead. So it's that stark, how one goes about it. And so, you have to be comfortable taking risks. Similarly, you're taking risk on people. You're betting on, people joining your company, adding value to it. And so, and in a lot of cases, for the startup, the early employees themselves are taking risk. And so, it's not that easy, but you still need to know which ones to bet on and which ones not to. Similarly, on deals, right? Like every startup has to, eventually you're selling a product and you're making money. So you're taking risk with your client partners and pricing of deals as well. So broadly speaking, one of the most important attributes is discomfort, being comfortable taking risks. The second one, is tenacity. So there's always going to be challenges that all of us face in daily life, but in an entrepreneur's life, those challenges come like every single day. I mean, and they're different challenges. There could be a big strategic threat that, oh my God, my competition just did something, or Google just decided to come into my space, right? It could be as big as that, or it could be as small as, okay, there's like, I don't know, a vendor who is not, or a customer is not paying us, and so what do we do, right? And how do we keep the company afloat? So there's a lot of challenges that come with entrepreneurship, and that that is the fun of the journey, right? Dealing with those challenges and showing that tenacity, that perseverance to go through it. And that's why I'm calling out tenacity as a specific trait, because it's really important. There'll be more down days than up days in general. Is in general in life, but especially in entrepreneurship. So you have to have that tenacity. The third attribute is, I would say, impatience. Impatience because, you want to you need to move fast, especially when you think tech entrepreneurship. You have to think about, hey, what's my MVP, my minimum viable product? Let's prototype this to check it out. Let's experiment with the different ideas to see what works. Because you're charting a new course, right? So that's the third, which is around impatience. The fourth comes, domain knowledge and passion. So, whether it is domain knowledge for a particular industry because you happen to come from media or banking, finance, and so on. And so you understand that space, and hence you can have a different, a unique lens on that particular problem that you've decided to solve. And so, that gives you a leg up on others who might be thinking through the same problem. And then the passion comes from, okay, I love this problem. I want to solve this problem so badly that it gives you that tenacity, right, to survive during the hard times, which I guarantee you as an entrepreneur you'll find. That domain, knowledge sometimes can come like by industry, like you talked about, sort of, by vertical, like so BFSI or telco or whatever, or it could also come from function. So, you could be a tech guy, right? And that's your real domain, that you understand, the new world of containers and CI/CD and so on. Or it could be that, your domain knowledge comes from sales, and so hence you can understand how do I build better software for salespeople, etc. So the fourth sort of attribute I'd call out was the domain knowledge and passion. The fifth attribute I would say for every founder is you have to have latent sales skills. And it's in your own unique way. So, there's a lot of tech founders I've met who are not really sales. They hate sales, right? They're techies. But, in some way, shape or form, you have to be selling always, right? Your idea, your company, to get your first employees to join and take their bet to say, hey, look, put your life in my hands, put your income in my hands. Even as a tech founder, you need to have that ability to sell yourself and sell your ideas. You have to get your first client to take risks, saying, hey, I have no other customers, but you're going to be my first, and I'm going to do everything possible to make you successful. You have to be able to convince a bank or a venture capitalist or whoever, an angel investor, to give you funds. So you have to have that latent sales ability or sales talent to inspire people and get them to follow you to do something, right? So that is